It's Madden NFL 22 on EA Sports. And the question is, are you ready for some football? It's the Ravens and the Bills on Monday night.
Now they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of Bills Stadium in Orchard Park. A few moments ago, to the delight of this Buffalo crowd, it was the Bills racing out of the tunnel as they get set to match up with the Baltimore Ravens. Is upon us. It's week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Now the first carry for Devin Singletary. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were excellent a week ago in that victory over Indianapolis.
Yeah, and what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Right back to Singletary on second down. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage. A great job defensively taking away his receivers, and he was forced to put that one into Lake Erie, but that's what good quarterbacks do. They don't take unnecessary chances if they don't have to.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end Knox. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 6 catches, 53 yards, and a touchdown.
And I'd certainly expect them to use him quite a bit because he runs excellent routes, has good hands, and knows how to get open.
So in Raven territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Broke through some contact, but unable to reach the 40. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch.
First drive of the game. We did see this in practice, didn't we? Because they allowed us to stay and watch and see what their opening script would be, even though we don't know the exact play calls. That looks a lot like what we saw them execute, doesn't it?
It really does. And in practice, it wasn't about a lot of big shots on that opening drive. They wanted to put together a series of plays, sustain it. They've done that. The defense now on their heels a little.
That they are. And you know what else is happening now? They're gaining information. They're gaining knowledge about how the defense is planning on playing them. So not only are they being successful on this drive, they're filing things away for future drives in this game.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short. Singletary trying the left side. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. And I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. He was unable to shake free there. They'll cover him for a loss of a yard. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Bass. Up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. So that drive, 12 plays in length. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. It's a 1st down and more for Dobbins. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds.
Well, I can certainly tell my age, partner, because when I was a kid, running backs like J.K. Dobbins with over 2,000 yards in their final season in college, they went early in the draft. Instead, he somehow lasted until the 2nd round. But how great is it to get a guy with that ability who can run it inside, run to the perimeter, and catch the football in the backfield? Be able to get him in the 2nd round, that's what I call a steal.
And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
The numbers for him from a week ago, 20 carries, 86 yards. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. 4 yards remain for 2nd down. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And give him about 3 as he gets it down to the 22-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. This is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit. Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down. And
he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. J.K. Dobbins. Touchdown number 18 on the year. And the Ravens are an extra point away from tying the football game. Tucker with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So here come the Bills out for their 2nd drive. A good balance attack for that last touchdown drive they had. Now it's time to see if they can do that again.
It really becomes a tale of 2 play callers, doesn't it? The offensive guy, he's in sync. Everything's working pretty well for the defensive
what's
guy.
going on the defensive side?
That's a tough one because he's prepped all week as well, and he can't get a bead on exactly what they're doing right now. What he needs is one of his guys just to make a big play and disrupt things.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Still 9 remaining on second down. Now Allen. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to third down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
After an incomplete pass on second down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. To the air, Allen. And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Baltimore set to take over here for their second possession of the game. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot to be in, but I love the phrase, if it ended today. And I'll guarantee you, that's what they've discussed in their locker room, in their meeting rooms. Yeah, we know where we'd be if it ended today, but we also know it's not ending today.
Right.
So they've got to continue to play the type of ball that put them in the spot where they're #1 in their conference.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
That play reminded me a lot of a former teammate of mine. We used to call him the trash man. His ability to sift through traffic and make plays was uncanny.
And that's exactly what you want from your Mike linebacker. He's going to rifle one deep left side. This is caught inside the 15. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Buffalo set to get the football back here. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before and realize it hasn't worked
something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Looking to throw again on second down. Allen finding Knox there, complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down.
I know I spent a lot of time talking about how tight ends in a lot of cases now are pumped up wide receivers, but they're still big people. He used that frame right there to absorb a really big hit on him and held on to the ball.
From midfield, here's Allen. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Second quarter now in Buffalo. It's the Bills in control of the football. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there. Forced the ball free, and it's second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Again, they'll throw with Allen. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be tackled right on the 10, well short of the first down. 5 yards, not enough, and it'll be 4th down. The kick by Bass is good. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the margin shrinks there as they get the field goal to draw them a bit closer here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, nice snap, nice hold. They just want to keep this game close, so give them credit for finishing that one off with 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. So here are the Ravens to take over on offense. Their win streak at 6 coming in and counting as they've got the lead right now, beginning this drive 1st and 10. Here's Jackson. Flush to his right. He'll check this down to Dobbins out of the backfield. And they're able to get this one across the 35.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
From the 44, Jackson. That's complete, left side to Bateman. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. You can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom, quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 51 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Ravens will extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Here comes Josh Allen and the Bills offense back onto the field. Been a decent start for him here in this first half, but bottom line, his team's losing. They got to fix something.
And it starts with him. He has to keep that little quarterback strut going right now to make sure that his team sees him as confident. Continue to try and up his game, but just let him know, hey, if I'm around, if I'm the one calling signals and throwing the football, just follow me, we'll get there. Sometimes that will do more to elevate a team than anything else.
See if he has that confidence. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5.
He can't hang. He's not going to get me.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Allen now looks to throw. That's caught by Gabriel Davis. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays we're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Throwing on first down is Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. The Bills on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Allen. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. Coming back out to take the field, Mark Andrews and company. And CD, assuming he stays healthy, assuming the health, should get to that 1,000-yard mark pretty easily.
And the best part of what he's done so far is allows him and the team to relax their pursuit a little bit. Meaning, if they just have normal games, they'll get to the 1,000-yard mark. They don't have to force anything. But one of the reasons he's having the year he's having is what I call route running arrogance. They think there's no one that can cover them. No matter how many people are put in his direction, it just doesn't matter. He's going to find a way.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The sack by Jordan Willis.
Well, that's what they have to do more of defensively. Not just getting sacks, but have to keep getting in his face. Not let him get his feet set and deliver. He's been carving them up previously.
Yeah, already has a couple of touchdown passes. About time they put a few grass stains on that jersey. Throwing on 2nd and long. Jackson escaping the pressure right. And his throw here is incomplete.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's Sam Cook to punt it away. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Diggs with a good footwork. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. A reminder coming up just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Here's Allen on 1st and 10.
Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
That was nice work there defensively to force incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Hey, check back, 6.
Now Allen again.
Looking again for Diggs, and this time he's got it.
That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Hey, check back, 6.
Here's Allen to throw it. This is caught, and he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to punch it in with Fournette. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Leonard Fournette with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is down to 4. So the drive there took 6 plays. And the man who finished it off with a run into the end zone, Leonard Fournette. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence, does a great deal for your team, gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration. Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on 1st down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line.
Dobbins trying the left side.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. On 3rd down, Jackson. Flush to his right. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is caught. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A big connection on that one. 32 yards. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal.
They'll try to run with Dobbins.
And he is not going to get through here on try number 1. They stop him at the goal line.
One more time with Dobbins.
And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal.
Jackson from the shotgun. Flushed out right. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Thrown back across his body. Picked off inside the 5. He's at the 50. 30.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we have reached halftime here with the visiting Ravens out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Welcome.
And just like that, on we head to half number 2.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
It's been a shootout so far. We'll see which defense can make the adjustments as we get back underway in the second half. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he's had some time to chew on that interception he threw on his last drive back in the first half.
Well, normally we say, come on, get him right back out on the field and play again, right? But as you mentioned, had the halftime, had to stew about it a little bit. Maybe he'll have a chance to relax a little and kind of laugh and chuckle and let it go.
He'll hope to respond positively here to start the 3rd quarter. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Throwing to start the drive. Jackson eluding the pressure right. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away. Now a look at Smith. Not sure exactly what happened, but he's still down. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. On 2nd down now. Dobbins, and he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And that's caught inside the 35. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Baltimore.
But that last throw, Charles, puts him over 15,000 yards passing now for his career.
And, Brandon, they're not going to stop the game and give him the game ball here, but that's still a pretty impressive number, and he's got plenty of more good football ahead of him. Although I would say the team should give him a game ball after it's all over.
Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Give him maybe a yard. Quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
Another run here with Dobbins.
And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 20-yard line.
65 yards rushing for him in this one as he starts to draw nearer to a 1,500-yard campaign.
Jackson looking to throw on third. Flush to his right. Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play.
No doubt they were hoping for 7 points out of this drive, CD. The good news, they can at least salvage 3 because that ball went bouncing out of bounds.
Yeah, how about the bounce that they got? They kept them in field goal range. You're exactly right. They get a chance to get 3 points out of it and not cost themselves.
They're going on 4th down. It's Jackson. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 16.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down.
They go back to the ground with Dobbins.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Flushed out right. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A solid run of 11 there as he tucked it and ran, but he's still short of the marker, and it's 4th.
Well, partner, nothing comes open here, so he decides to escape out of there, and he doesn't pick up a first down, but he does gain additional yardage to set up a possible field goal attempt if they decide to go that route.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and we'll go the other way with a football. John Harbaugh not afraid to go for it this time. Doesn't work out. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
On 1st down, Allen. And Diggs has it. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now, that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did. And they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
Allen now on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. And they get it up just short of the 45 at the 44.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Blitz coming, and down he goes. They bring a man off the corner that time, and he gets home for a loss of 6.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
You definitely would have liked to have hit on that one because now you've got a 3rd and long showing up, and you just know defense is going to be getting after it. They are pinning their ears back, and they are coming.
Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he will get this to the midfield stripe, but that's not going to be enough. He's a few yards short. It'll be a gain of 12, but it will also lead to 4th down. The Bills send the punter out. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines.
And Baltimore's offense set for this next possession.
And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say maybe makes that offense feel good, but when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
But no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
On 2nd down, Dobbins, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. Gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
To throw on 2nd and 6, Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Time to give some credit to the big fellas, the offensive line here, because you've got to have good protection on crossing routes because you've got to give your receiver time to work all the way across the field. That time able to scan the field, spot his receiver moving left to right, and make a good, accurate throw. Thank you, guys.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
And when you get good yardage like that on first down, it really does a whole lot of good for your entire offense. But I love the way he's finishing those runs. At the end of things, he's making sure he gets just a little bit extra.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1.
His carries tonight, they're getting up there, so maybe one of those every now and then is understandable.
I would agree with that. Understandable every now and then. Sometimes you come back and you fake it to him and go play action. But other times you say, okay, they got him on that one. We'll come back to him in another carry.
Open man is Bateman. It's complete.
And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5.
That's a play that'll likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Back now in Buffalo. It's the Ravens in control of the football. They've also got the lead as we get set for the 4th.
They'll run with Dobbins.
And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down.
Well, it's apparent the defense understands the situation. They have to keep them out of the end zone here. That's a great start by them. A loss on that play. Can they force them into a field goal attempt and still give their offense an opportunity?
And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line.
82 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal.
Dobbins.
And did he break the plane? Yes, he did. Touchdown.
J.K. Dobbins
with his 19th touchdown, his 2nd of the game.
And the Ravens add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
Bills 17.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical.
On first down, they'll start out with Singletary. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Yeah, baby, boom.
2nd and 8 coming up.
From the gun, it's Allen. Works right side into the hands of the tight end, Knox. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
They'll run on first down with Singletary. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Well, that's pretty symptomatic about how things have gone here. That play was just shut down right from the start.
And not going to give them a lot of confidence to help turn things around. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. So the shotgun snap to Allen. His throw complete right side to the tight end Parham. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens' 34-yard line.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
On first down, Singletary works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Allen, he's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great effort there. With his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Bills have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. So how about that for an answer? They get the... And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
After reviewing the play, ruling on a field game.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
So now an important conversion attempt here as the Bills line up to go for 2.
And they'll try and run it in with Singletary.
But he will not get in here. He's stopped up short of the goal line, and this will remain a 5-point game.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped him in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. Looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll start on the ground with Dobbins.
Sheds off the tackle. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
107 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Jackson. Eluding the pressure right. He's going deep for Brown. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
A handoff running left is Dobbins.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
A big part of a middle linebacker's job is being able to take on blocks and then go make plays. But the best ones, they have those big guys in front of them playing defensive line to hold blockers off of them and allow them to flow sideline to sideline and make the big hits.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson escaping the pressure right. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 14 yards.
And the Ravens are closing in on win number 10 as they extend this fourth quarter lead.
Tucker with the extra point, and it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it was capped off by the touchdown run that came from Lamar Jackson. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Stevenson elects not to return it. It's a touchback. Buffalo offense back out ready to go. And the script really is flipped for them. The momentum on the other sideline, and now they have to try and battle back from a 2-score deficit. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Allen. Throw left side complete. That's Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Play action. Now it's Allen. It's complete. He dials up Davis once more. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
A gain of 6 there on first. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen.
A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
And again it's Allen. Going for it all. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Allen. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And he'll be brought down with the first down after a gain of about 11 as that takes us to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath. and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens inbounds.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Here's Allen. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
I know we spent a lot of time talking about how the defensive backs read routes and make plays on the football. How about a good linebacker? Feeling the route, seeing the quarterback, jumps the play, and knocks it away. Really well done.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and the Ravens are going to get the football back. Well, they had to take one final shot at the end zone, but now things are looking really bleak.
And I agree with that totally. You had to take the shot if they did score. You know, whether you call it a miracle or not, you line up, onside kick, get the ball back, throw one more in the end zone, who knows? Had to take the chance, just was unsuccessful.
Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
They'll go again with Dobbins.
Room past the 20. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And finally brought down at the 34-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And the tackle going to be made at the 41 as they stop him a few yards short of the first. He's able to chew up 8 yards on the carry there, but still 4th down upcoming.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory, and they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for Baltimore, they get win number 10 on the year as they move to 10-1. And they will head home next week to take on the Pittsburgh Steelers. Meanwhile, for Buffalo, it's starting to look like it won't be their year as they drop to 5-6. And they'll try and turn things around next week as they have a date at MetLife Stadium with the New York Jets.